Yes, Shashwat.
Ma'am, can you provide my register to Shubh?
To Shubh.
To Shubh.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. All right. So class 12D, we can now start with the chapter planning. We are doing a revision of it. We have started a class a little early today, and I have already instructed you that from the next week onwards, this period, second period for class 12D is not free. It shall be business studies. From the next week when you will follow TT2. Incorporates your syllabus includes the chapter business environment, and we have already done a quite good discussion on what is business environment. All the components which are coming in your exam, we have already covered on the in the previous period. So today we shall start with the revision of planning. Now, what do you mean by planning, children? As I have already told you, planning means all those steps which a business organization takes to reach from its present position to its desirable goals. The bridge between where you are presently and where you desire to go, what bridges the gap between the two is planning. Planning is inevitable from the point of view of management, because if any business organization, if any profit-making organization is running, it has to make plans for itself. If it works in an unplanned manner, there will be either losses or they will not make as much profit as they could have made. So on this note, let us begin with the rediscussion of this chapter planning. However, if there are queries or doubts on your part, you can also ask me. As far as the unit test is concerned, your question paper is strictly based on the syllabus or content prescribed by the board. However, when you plan and practice for the board exam that is going to be in the month of November, you have to make sure that there will be assertion reasoning based and case study based question also. So in this second unit test, there shall be content based objective type questions, whereas in the half yearly exam you will also have assertion reasoning based and case study based questions there. So meaning of planning, basically planning involves all the steps which are required by a business organization to reach to its desired goal. Planning is very important from the point of view of any business organization, because if they will make plans, then only they are going to aspire themselves or motivate themselves to work on them. If you don't have any purpose in your life, sometimes when people lose the purpose in their life, the life becomes very dull, boring, slow and dark. Right? In the similar way, for any business organization also, we need to have a purpose, we need to have a planning so that we keep on moving. As the concept of accounting says, the business is a going concern. Right? It is started with a perspective of continuation. It is not started that I will open up a company today and after 2 weeks I am going to shut it down. It is started with a purpose that it will run endlessly. Therefore, planning in every sphere is very important. Features of planning. What all are the features of planning? Now basically, the features and importance can be combined together. So the features of planning include, it focuses on achieving objectives. A planning is never useless. Planning is always done with the purpose of achieving a particular goal. Now when we say achieving a particular goal, it means you yourself have to know what are your plans, what are the things that you wish to do in future. For this, what they do, the planning team or the management team, they observe various events or various areas where they want to incorporate something new, और जिस भी एरिया में कुछ नया करने की, कुछ इम्प्रूव करने की ज़रूरत होती है, for that specific area they make planning. Now planning can be to increase production, planning can be to enhance profit, planning can be to recruit a better staff, planning can be to minimize losses, प्लानिंग कैन बी टू यूटिलाइज द रिसोर्सेज मोर इफेक्टिवली, जो उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की करंट डिमांड है उसके हिसाब से प्लान्स बनाए जाते हैं. The next feature includes planning is the primary function of management. The top level management, not only the management, but the top level management is the most focused unit to decide what are going to be the plans. Because the people who are sitting in the top management level are the most well versed ones. They are the ones with the maximum experience and degree, and therefore the task of making plans is assigned to the top management only. Planning is pervasive. Now when I say pervasive, what does it mean? Now the word pervasive means it is required in all the spheres of life. There is in all the spheres of business running. There is no aspect which can run without planning, and if you do that, you are going to suffer losses. Planning is continuous. It's not that in the initial years of business I plan, but it is also important that you continue to do it after every point of time. For example, in 2018 a company started and they made plans. The top management was involved, everybody else in the hierarchy was also involved. I'm going to make plans like this, I'm going to execute my work like this. And when the company was 1 year old, everybody was just sitting like that and they were not making plans, they were not up to executing them. Then what will happen? The same continuous profit making procedure will not happen. The profit making or the progress is going to stop then and there the moment you stop planning. Planning is futuristic. There is something which is gone. There is something which is of a past tense. It means we cannot change no matter how nicely we plan about it. If you plan, I plan to complete my class 10 in such a such manner, but since you are already in class 12, class 10 has already gone 2 years back, planning will not help no matter how nicely you plan. So once the organization suffers losses, once it loses onto something, a good planning or a best planning will not work, because planning is always futuristic. Planning is always done for something which we are about to attain. Planning involves decision making. Now plan means what am I supposed to do and all the steps required for that. So planning involves decision making. If I am confused, I will not be called as planned. अगर मुझे पता ही नहीं है कि मुझे exactly क्या करना है and I have 4 or 5 different ideas in my mind, then it does not mean that I am planned. I am planned only when I know, when I have the power of decision making. जब मुझे पता होगा कि उसके अंदर करे जाने वाले सारे steps कौन कौन से होने वाले हैं. Planning is a mental exercise. Of course, it involves brainstorming, it involves a lot of hard work, it involves a lot of homework, it involves research and development, and then only we come up with a proper plan. If the homework or the base work done for planning is not up to the mark, जिस बेसिस पर वो प्लानिंग टिकी हुई है वही जब कमज़ोर होगा, you will not be able to execute the full plan. Maybe you will stop after 2 steps or you will stop after 1 step. Why? Because your planning was not apt. So before starting of the procedure of execution, your planning has to be very strong. It needs to have a proper base. Any query till here? All those who are sitting offline? Any query till here? Okay. Importance of planning. There are several aspects which involves which are there, which tells us that planning is very important for any organization. The first point says planning provides direction. I am going to plan for maximum profit. What am I going to do? I am going to promote the sales activities. Am I going to provide good raw material? Am I going to provide attractive packing, or am I going to ensure that my sales managers are very good? Planning provides direction. It tells you exactly in which direction you have to move. जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हैं उसके लिए आपको चाहिए क्या क्या होगा, all that is provided through planning. Planning will tell you if your direction has to be this, or it has to be this, or other series or steps that you have to follow. So planning provides a direction to how you are going to work. If you plan from home that I am going to go from Hazratganj to Gomti Nagar, then only you are able to set a location on map. If you don't know, then your first step is cancelled only. You barely know which road to take, which path to take, because you don't know your destination. So planning provides direction where you exactly want to reach. The next importance involves planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. If you are planned, you will not follow the passage from Hazratganj to Chowk. You will obviously follow the passage from Hazratganj to Gomti Nagar because you have decided to go to Gomti Nagar. Means planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. जब किसी organization को ये पता होता है what are they planning to achieve, then only they can reduce the risk of uncertainty. Then only they can reduce the risk of trial and error method. ये भी ट्राई करके देखते हैं, वो भी ट्राई करके देखते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हमें exactly क्या करना है. But if you know exactly what is to be done, then your path or your movement becomes easy. Your movement becomes smoother because at first step you know what is the second step. You build an algorithm, you build a flow chart. What is a flow chart? A flow chart always lets you know what is going to be the next step. We all have study computers. We all study computers and we already know what is a flow chart. A flow chart is something जिसका start से लेकर के end तक का पूरा process हमें पहले से पता होता है. और जहाँ पर भी वो break होता है वहाँ पर हम एक ऐसे गोला बना के लिख देते हैं end. Yes. Means the process ends here only. What does this shows? This shows that there is no more further step. So if you want to proceed through planning, you are going to be less prone to risk, less prone to uncertainty. Planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. If in any organization you decide that you do the accounting activity, employee A will do the accounting activity, employee B will deal with the raw material, employee C will deal with the packing material, employee D will deal with the sales material, then everybody knows their job. But if they don't know, then I am also doing accounting and you are also doing accounting, but none of us are dealing with the raw material. So one item remains unattended while for other there is overlapping or wasteful activities. हो सकता है किसी भी एक जॉब को या एक एक्टिविटी को दो इंडिविजुअल्स कर लें because of lack of miscommunication, because of lack of communication, and कोई एक एक्टिविटी unattended भी छूट सकती है. To prevent yourself from this, you must plan according to your requirements. Planning promotes innovative ideas. When you are planning a project, when you are planning class decoration, when you are planning a stage performance, you always require new ideas from your friend. Please tell me what else can we do to make it better. It is not random. ये prompted reaction नहीं है. It is planned process. So it involves asking innovative राय हम लेते हैं लोगों से. It asks people to share their innovative ideas. Now when they will share their innovative ideas, you are going to get better brains, more ideas. Also what planning help in, अगर हम अपने नॉर्मल एम्प्लॉयज़ को प्लानिंग में इन्वॉल्व करते हैं, इफ़ यू इन्वॉल्व योर एम्प्लॉयज़ जिनको अदरवाइज उतनी इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं मिल रही है, वो आते हैं अपना काम करके वापस चले जाते हैं और हमें पता ही है कि उनके अंदर कुछ और भी टैलेंट है. And if we involve them in the process of planning and they will come up with the innovative ideas, they will also develop some moral boosting into themselves. They will also develop confidence among themselves that yes, what I suggested to my boss, he accepted my plan also. It means planning not only helps the organization, but it also helps the employees also. Why? Because it provides them the power of decision making, the power of innovation, the power of thinking in amongst themselves. Planning facilitates decision making. This is in connection with the previous one. It facilitates decision making means if you know the desired objects, it becomes easier for you to make decisions. If I want to increase my production and I know I am going to do it through improving the quality, it means what do I have to do? I have to focus on the production, I have to focus on the quality, or do I have to focus on the management? No, क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट तो पहले से ही अच्छा है, उसको सुधार की ज़रूरत नहीं है. सुधार की ज़रूरत किसमें है? What is required? It is required in production. It means it helps you to make correct decisions. जिस एरिया में प्रॉब्लम है एरिया को कैसे पॉलिश कर सकते हैं. What tells us a good planning procedure tells you which area needs more polishing, which area needs more development. Or for example, if you know that you are not good in accounts and you will keep on practicing English and English and English, what does this means? Will your accounts improve? It will not improve. Why will it not improve? Because हम decision making हमने गलत कर रखी है. अपनी accounts improve करने के लिए हम English को practice करें. I am making a wrong decision. But planning helps you to make a correct decision making by telling you what are the areas or what are the aspects which require more attention and you can work on them. Planning establishes standards for controlling. हमें ये नहीं पता था कि हमारे desired objectives क्या हैं. We started from here and somebody moved in this direction, somebody moved in this direction, somebody moved in this direction and somebody moved in the other direction also. It means हमारे पास सेट स्टैंडर्ड्स नहीं थे जिससे हम उसे कंपेयर कर सकें. सो कंपेयर करना या एनालाइज करना भी प्लानिंग ऑल्सो टेल्स यू टू नो द एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑल्सो. हमें पहले से पता होता है कि हमारे डिज़ायर्ड रिजल्ट ये है और अगर हम अपने स्टेप्स से वेवर करेंगे, अगर हम अपने पाथ से इधर उधर भटक रहे तो प्लानिंग का ये जो डिज़ायर गोल है ये हमें अलार्म करेगा, सर यू हैव टू गो हियर, यू डोंट हैव टू गो हियर. So it sets standards for controlling. It helps the employees to be in control and to put all their energy, channelize all their energy into the areas which actually require improvement. वो areas जिनके लिए हम ये सारा मेहनत कर रहे हैं वो areas कौन से हैं. And when you know them, a set standard is built. और जैसे ही हमें ऐसा लगेगा कि हमारे जो end results हैं, for example हमारी production, if I want to enhance my profit and if after so many efforts my profits are not increasing, it means I will have to find out where is the mistake. क्योंकि ultimate aim क्या था? ultimate aim था profit enhancement. और अगर वो नहीं हो रहा है, अगर हमारे goal हमें नहीं, लक्ष्य नहीं प्राप्त हो रहा है, it means I am going in some other direction. I have to mend my ways. I have to improve my methods. So planning provides standards. And as soon as one task is accomplished, it has to be compared. That is why we study comparative analysis. Every firm will make the balance sheet, right? Every firm is going to make their final accounts, profit and loss and the balance sheet. But why do we make comparative statements? Why do we make common size statements? We make comparative statements so that we can compare our present performance with the past performance, our performance with company XYZ, our performance with company ABC, our performance with my future plans. So planning provides standards for controlling, and that is how the channelizing of the energy is not wasted. In short, it says planning provides the basis of control and controlling is not possible without planning. That's it. What are the limitations of planning? If you wish to add any more thing, why do you think planning is important? Your suggestions are welcome. If not, we will move to the limitations. Anybody who is connected online who wishes to tell me? All those who are connected online, there is a long list. Very good. If there is anybody who wishes to add to the discussion, you can. Or all those who are sitting here in the class, if you wish to add to any other importance of planning, you can. Shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then let us talk about the limitations of planning. It is not always possible. I am here. I want to reach here. And everything that will happen on the way will be as per my desire, will be as per my wish. No, my dear, that is not possible. Why? Because in this ever-changing business scenario, in this ever-changing business world, you have certain external factors also which affect your business, and those external factors, no matter how nicely you plan, no matter how nicely you prepare yourself, but if the paper is going to come from boards, when your teacher does not know how your question paper is going to be, no matter how nicely you plan, right? It is sometimes not going to be up to the mark. So let us now discuss about the limitations of planning. Planning leads to rigidity. Now sometimes after we have planned, एक्चुअली प्लानिंग इन्वॉल्व्स अ लॉट ऑफ ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग, अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सपेंसेस आर ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व, क्योंकि एक्सपर्ट्स की मैनेजमेंट कमेटी बैठती है, टीम बैठती है, वो सारे प्लान्स करती है, ब्लूप्रिंट्स बनाएगी, और रात रात भर काम होगा, दे आर गोइंग टू वर्क and they are going to make decisions. Now they are ready with the plans. Now when they are ready with the plans, they want to stick to it. अरे इतनी मेहनत से ये चॉक आउट किया है, इसको फॉलो भी तो करें. And in that case, planning leads to being rigid. Planning tells you this is the path, please follow that. However, meanwhile during the process, is there a duster? Thank you. Meanwhile in the process, you will get to see you made this path for yourself. But meanwhile during the process, you see, if I little waver myself from the path, I am going to save some money. But planning will not let you do this. Why? Because you have already planned to go this way. And planning will force you, you have decided to move this way, you have to move this way. And when you waver from your steps, when you waver from your planning, it will tell you कि तुम आज पर standards नहीं जा रहे, तुम्हें ऐसे ही मूव करना, तुम्हें ऐसे ही मूव करना पड़ेगा. So planning leads to rigidity. And in the ever changing scenario, we always get some. For example, in the beginning, when I was planning to teach you, the syllabus as per CPSC 2020. Now when I prepared myself accordingly, the new syllabus came in. And when the new syllabus came in, my planning for all those chapters which are deleted from your syllabus got wasted. Now if I will still feel like, no, I have planned that I will teach, I will have to teach you, but why will you do that? The present scenario says it is being deleted from the syllabus. It means planning leads to sometimes rigidity. अच्छा, at a times nowadays क्या होता है, हमारी कस्टमाइज नीड्स के हिसाब से कई सारे सॉफ्टवेयर्स क्रिएट किए जाते हैं. एंड व्हेन द कंपनीज रन ऑन एप्स, और सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट एजेंसीज होती है ना, गूगल भी सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोवाइड करता है, TCS भी सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोवाइड करता है, Intel processors, and there are bytes and bytes which provide software, millions of them. And then the organization has to work as per the framework which is decided in the app or which is decided in the software. अब सॉफ्टवेयर में तो हमने अपने प्लान के हिसाब से प्रोसेसिंग करवा दी. अब क्या होगा, कोई भी नए चेंजेस होंगे तो हमें सॉफ्टवेयर में from the very beginning changes करने पड़ेंगे, and it is a very expensive task. You know, when we get a software customized, it sometimes causes lakhs of rupees, and not to mention it can cause even in crores. It takes a lot of engineering. It requires a lot of information technology engineering to develop these softwares. और अगर एक बार हमने अपनी कंपनी की रनिंग के लिए एक स्पेसिफाइड सॉफ्टवेयर सेट कर लिया तो उसके सारे पैरामीटर्स सेट है. The moment you enter any other data, it is going to show that it is an error. Now, if I want to waver from my direction, it will not let me do that because it has restricted my movement. So planning makes things rigid. Planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Same thing, dynamic environment says go this way, और a dynamic environment after 2 weeks will say हाँ यहाँ जाओ, ऐसे भी तुम अपना प्रोडक्शन का जो कॉस्ट है उसको रिड्यूस कर सकते हो. But planning will neither let you go like this nor it will let you to go the other way. So it will make the things rigid for you, and you have to follow the path even if you have to face a little loss later on. It is very difficult to make accurate forecasts about the economic conditions. It is difficult to make the accurate forecasts about the technological changes. It is not apt to make changes for the political environment because it is ever changing. What new policies are going to be implemented, even what new educational policies are going to be implemented, we don't know, and that is how it is not feasible every time for a dynamic environment. Next limitation, it is not its demerit. It's not that कि इतनी सारी तो चीज़ें इसमें सब गड़बड़ है, so why should we plan? It is only a limitation. It is not at all a demerit, right? It is not planning's demerit. It is just a little limitation of planning. Limitation. Planning reduces creativity. At the time of planning, for the first step or the preliminary decisions you see, it involves creative thinking. But after your plans are chalked up, after you know this is the thing where you are going to reach, it stops you to being creative because हमें अपने brain का use नहीं करना है. Do as it is instructed, do as it is desired by the top management, and therefore it reduces the creativity of individuals who are actually doing the task. I would like to repeat this. I've told you earlier also, जो टॉप मैनेजमेंट होते हैं उनका टास्क होता है प्लानिंग का, और जो मिडिल लेवल और ऑपरेशनल लेवल मैनेजर्स होते हैं उनका टास्क होता है इनकी प्लानिंग को एग्जीक्यूट करवाने का. Now the middle level and the operational level managers or workers, they are more closely associated with the present situation. Current position के current situation के ज़्यादा पास वो होते हैं. जो किसी भी फैक्ट्री में हो रहा है उस फैक्ट्री में काम करने वाला मजदूर उससे कहीं बेहतर समझ सकता है जो एयर कंडीशन कैबिन में बैठा हुआ मैनेजर शायद नहीं समझ सकता. इट मीन्स ही कैन टेल यू what can be a better solution. He can tell you what better plans are required. But since planning stops creativity, his voice will not reach the top management. He will have to follow as what the top manager has decided him to do. Planning involves huge cost. Like I told you, a committee will be set up, experts will be called, research and there is a long process of research and development. You see, at times we make questionnaires. कई बार हमारे पास सर्वे होता है ना, मार्केट सर्वे किया जाता है. हमारे पास भी बहुत बार आता है ऑनलाइन सर्वे फिल करिए. Speak Asia was a survey company only, if you remember, right? And then it vanished, taking so many people's money. Anyways, so planning involves huge cost of research and development, cost of all the technological involvements in planning. Technological involvements means कई सारे apps तब भी यूज़ होते हैं, एप्लीकेशंस यूज़ होते हैं. जैसे अगर कोई आर्किटेक्चरल बिल्डिंग का सेटअप बन रहा है या किसी भी चीज़ की ब्लूप्रिंट बन रही है, या एडवांस में अगर हम कंपेरेटिव एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे बार डायग्राम्स और फ्लो चार्ट्स और यू कैन से बहुत different varieties of comparative analysis are made, and these comparative analysis involve a lot of cost. Not only this, जो plan makers होते हैं, जो planners होते हैं, जो deciders होते हैं, उनकी खुद की cost भी बहुत ज़्यादा high होती है. You talk about the wedding planners, they will plan your event but they will charge a lot of money because it involves a lot of creative thinking, it involves a lot of hard work, and on top of it they have a pressure कि अगर उनका plan सही से execute नहीं हुआ तो उसका भी वो insult का या embarrassment का burden भी उन्हीं को लेना पड़ेगा. So in that case it involves a huge cost, ताकि आगे को कोई आपसे ये नहीं चल करके कहे कि तुमने wrong plan बनाया था, हम तो blindly execute कर रहे थे और देखो loss हो गया. So that is why it is done बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान से, it is done very carefully, and therefore it involves a lot of cost. Planning is a time-consuming process. Of course, its execution is a long process. Whereas the first step के पहले का जो माइनस में स्टेप है, जीरो लेवल में भी हमें बहुत सारा टाइम स्पेंड करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि मैनेजर्स बहुत बार मीटिंग करते हैं. They spend a lot of time in research. They spend a lot of time in asking people their requirements. They spend a lot of time in finding out what are the needs of the organization, and then they will start planning. पहले तो प्रॉब्लम ही आइडेंटिफाई करते रह जाते हैं, और जब प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं then after that they execute. Now all this will again involve a lot of time. So it is money consuming, it is time consuming, it provides rigidity, but it is important, it is necessary. Planning does not guarantee success. I have planned it very nicely is not always a guarantee that I am going to execute it in a very nice manner also. But what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to see that if a little change is required, I must follow it. If no change is required, I strictly follow it. I at every point of time should compare it with the standards, and then only I will be able to achieve the desired objectives. So it does not guarantees, a good planning does not always guarantees success, but success is guaranteed when even not only the internal forces but the external forces also work in your favor. When the external forces will also work by God's grace in your favor, then only you are going to execute your planning in a better way. Then it says the external limitations, we can keep it in continuation. Natural calamities could be there. I had planned that I am going to produce a lot of goods, a lot of tie and dye products. Now I decided that I am going to produce a lot of tie and dye fabric, but the sunshine was not according to me. The weather went cloudy, or even I get a lot of printing work done, flex banners and all, because I am involved in this decoration work and all. So I require a lot of time those flex banners. So many times the fellow tells me, no matter how much money am I going to invest, he is going to provide me the banner only when the sun shines bright. So it is an external limitation. No matter how nicely I have designed the poster, no matter how well in time I have informed the person, how nicely I have placed an order, how much I am willing to pay, but the output will depend only if the sun shines. And if it remains cloudy, if it rains, then all my plans are going to be in vain. So natural calamities or the pandemic situation provided so many plans not unexecuted, right? You see, the very good example could you see the Sahu theatre? Everybody has seen it. कितने समय से बन रहा था? Yes. And the moment it got ready, cinema halls were shut. So natural calamity, all their planning went in vain. Ultimately, they have to land up with Burger King. Changes in government policies. The changes in government policies, government will not ask you, Mr. X, can I do this? Is it as per your business needs? No, they will not ask you. They will execute it. Mr. Amit Shah has decided, or the finance minister, Madam Sethu Raman has decided. Madam Nirmala Sitharaman. Sorry. So she has decided, and therefore the plans are going to be like this. That is a natural factor. That is going to affect your planning positively or negatively. It is always at stake. It is always at risk. Strategies of competitors. I am planning. So who told you your competitors is not planning? Who told you that he was sleeping? No, he was also into action. He was always after your life to grab away your share of profit into his hands. Therefore, what my competitor is doing, I am unaware of, and therefore it is very important to keep a little slack or to keep a little flexibility to change yourself also. So planning also provides you a rigid step or a rigid bridge, but this bridge should always require labor or changes when it comes to planning. Technological changes. The technology changed, and that is how your plan got unexecuted. By the time I decided Jelly Bean was good, Kit Kat version of Android came. By the time I decided that I am going to work on iPhone X, iPhone 11 was in business. And by the time I decided for making plannings for buying and for taking up an agency for setting up the process to sell those 11 iPhones, Pro came. So or some other, or there will be 12, 13, 14 till 100. So these are the external factors which are not in. If you are smiling, should I consider that you are considering this funny, or should I consider that you are able to understand what I am trying to say? Are you able to get it? Okay. Changes in fashion and taste of the consumer. Change in fashion and taste of the consumer is something very personal. The people now not desire anymore to wear a certain type of an apparel. What does this mean? This means there is a change in their taste and preference. This is a social change, and if this comes into business, they will not ask you. You have decided to make use of cotton clothes. By the time you started production of cotton clothes, the people changed their ideas and they now want rayon material. They now want lycra material. They want some other thing. So what will happen? Pantaloons or so many of them are there who work on this basis. They have to shut down the expense, production or the efforts involved in the production of cotton, because the change and preference of people is now switched to some other fabric. So these are the certain external limitations. If you wish to add to it, you can. Sometimes an external limitation could involve, particularly in production, increase in petrol prices or increase in the crude oil. India में तो produce होता नहीं है, भारत में कहीं पे भी तेल के कुएं नहीं है. And if the price of petrol increases or if the crude oil increases, which is traded on MCX also, the stock market, और अगर वो increase हो जाता है तो पेट्रोल प्राइसेस के या क्रूड ऑयल के चेंज होने से बाकी सारी चीज़ों के प्राइसेस में चेंजेस आते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन तो उसी से इन्वॉल्व है. वेदर यू टॉक अबाउट द डीजल रनिंग, ये जो आपकी कैरियर ट्रेन्स होती हैं, मालगाड़ियाँ, और यू टॉक अबाउट द ट्रक्स विच कैरी गुड्स, अगर उसमें फ्यूल में चेंजेस आते हैं, फ्यूल प्राइसेस में, तो उससे बाकी सारी चीज़ें महंगी हो जाती हैं. So expense of one leads to expense of making it costly every other thing which is involved simultaneously. So किसी दूसरे कंट्री की भी पॉलिसीज आपको अफेक्ट कर सकती हैं, आपकी प्लानिंग्स को डिस्ट्रॉय इवन से कर सकती है. सो दीज आर द एक्सटर्नल लिमिटेशंस. What else is left? Types of plans are not there. ये budget, program, methods, procedures, strategy. Even if you have written, I wonder if you have written it from any other person or from whatever you feel like. If I get anything which is extra in your notes register, I am not going to check it from the next time. I am simply going to cut it with a straight line. Steps in planning process. First point, setting up objectives. It is very important to set your objectives. It is very important to know where am I and where I want to reach. Where I want to reach भी तो हमने बहुत सारी बात करी है. Where am I is also very important. I myself don't know that I am poor in studies. Sometimes parents come to us, sorry to say, but they come to us and they say हमारे बच्चे को सब आता है. Without even finding out बच्चे को क्या आता है और क्या नहीं आता है. So setting up objectives, and setting up objectives involve 2 points. It involves point A also, which is the present situation, and it also involves point B, which is the desired situation where you want to reach. If you only want to focus on where you want to reach and you don't know where to start from, then also planning is going to fail. The second point involves developing premises, developing the requirements, developing the needs which I need to have for executing my planning. So it involves deciding the future course of action which is uncertain also. So by keeping into consideration all the flexibilities and the adaptations you require, you must plan your future actions. इन चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखते हुए कि रास्ते में चलते हुए अगर हमें कहीं पे भी अपने पाथ से वेवर करना पड़ा तो उतना स्कोप हमारे पास होना चाहिए. वेवर कैसे हो सकता है? हो सकता है जितना बजट हमने डिसाइड किया था उससे ज़्यादा एक्सपेंसेस लग जाएं, हम ओवर बजट हो जाएं. इस केस में हम अपने डायरेक्शन से फेवर हमें करना पड़ेगा. जो ब्रिज हमने क्रिएट किया है इससे थोड़ा सा डिफर होकर के हमें जाना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज आइडेंटिफाइंग द ऑल्टरनेटिव कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन. आई हैव डिस्कस्ड इट विद यू इन डिटेल व्हाइल आई वाज डूइंग द चैप्टर. Discussing the alternative course of action means I have 3 plans with me: plan A, plan B and plan C in my mind. And at this point of time, it is not clear which one of the 3 am I going to proceed with. Am I going to proceed with plan A, or am I going to proceed with plan B, or am I going to proceed with plan C? Evaluating alternative courses. Now, after you have chalked out the 3 plans, then you will make a comparative analysis between A and B, between B and C, and between A and C. And then you will find out कि हमारे desired objectives तक पहुँचने के लिए सबसे अच्छा प्लान A है या B है या C है. क्या ये कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव है? क्या ये लेस टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है? क्या ये लेस एफर्ट कंज्यूमिंग है? या जितने रिसोर्सेज हमारे पास है उसमें प्लान A एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है या प्लान B एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है या प्लान C एग्जीक्यूट हो सकता है. The next step is setting an alternative. Now after making comparisons, I decided that plan C is the one which I am going to reach, which I am going to use to choose my destination. So then setting up the alternative which I am going to proceed with. I have decided to increase my production. Now I will do it with the enhancement of quality, with the recruitment of more staff और with the setting up of more machines. मुझे अपना फैक्ट्री एरिया ज़्यादा बढ़ा देना चाहिए या स्टाफ ज़्यादा बढ़ा देना चाहिए या रॉ मटेरियल ज़्यादा बढ़ा देना चाहिए. इसमें से क्या करना चाहिए? So the ultimate decision came out that I should enhance the factory area. After I have set up the alternative, then I will proceed towards increasing my goal, which is increasing my production. Implement the plan. Then the next step will be implementation. Then you are going to implement your plan. And finally, the last step involves follow up. Follow up means जो हमारा desired result achieve हुआ, was it as per the plans? If so, to what percentage? If not, to what extent do I need to make changes? And if I need to make changes, at what point of time of implementation am I supposed to make changes? Was there anything went wrong in the first step, or anything went wrong in the second step, or anything went wrong in the final step? If I will analyze that there was a problem, there was not a problem with the first step. First step went on nicely. Second step also went on nicely. लेकिन जब हम थर्ड स्टेप पे आए थे तो हमसे ये गलती हो गई थी, इसलिए हमारे डिजायर्ड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स अचीव नहीं हुए. Then follow up action will be taken for this third step, and necessary actions will be taken up. And types of plan is not there in your syllabus. I wish to wind it up on this only. If there is any query on your part, you can ask. Those who are connected online, any query now?